Ever wondered if you're drinking enough water? Is the well-known 8x8 rule, 8 8-ounce glasses of water a day, really a magic formula for optimal hydration? Well, let's dive into this hydration equation. The 8x8 rule is as popular as a celebrity in the health world. It's simple, easy to remember, and sounds pretty reasonable, right? But do you know where it originated? Surprisingly, it's not really clear. Some say it was from a misunderstood recommendation from the 1940s, while others believe it's just a myth that caught on. Now here comes the plot twist. Despite its popularity, this rule doesn't have a solid scientific foundation. Shocking, isn't it? Health experts agree that while staying hydrated is crucial, the amount of water each person needs can vary significantly. Imagine you're a marathon runner training in the midday sun, or maybe you're a desk-bound worker in a climate-controlled office. Clearly, these two individuals would have different hydration needs. Age, climate, physical activity, and health status all play a part in determining how much water you should be drinking. And what about those pesky headaches or that dry skin you've been experiencing? Could they be signs of dehydration? Possibly. But remember, hydration isn't just about preventing dry lips or quenching your thirst, it's about supporting vital bodily functions. It's the fuel that keeps your body running smoothly, from supporting physical performance to preventing constipation and even aiding in weight loss. So, what's the verdict? Is the 8x8 rule a myth or a lifesaver? Well, it's not exactly either. It's more of a general guideline, a starting point if you will, but it's essential to listen to your body and adjust your water intake based on your unique needs and lifestyle. So the 8x8 rule isn't a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather a general guideline. Your hydration needs may vary. So next time you reach for that water bottle, remember it's not about meeting a quota, but about keeping your body happily hydrated. Now let's bust another myth. Is water the only beverage that keeps you hydrated? Well, surprise, surprise, it isn't. Your daily fluid intake isn't limited to the water you drink. In fact, many beverages contribute to your hydration levels, and this includes tea, coffee, juice, and milk. Yes, you heard that right. Your beloved morning coffee or tea isn't just about the caffeine kick, it's also about hydration. Let's dive a little deeper into this. We've all heard the old wives' tale that coffee and tea dehydrate you, right? It's a common belief, mainly because these beverages contain caffeine, which is a diuretic. But hold on, don't dump your coffee just yet. While it's true that diuretics can increase urine output, the fluid you consume in coffee or tea tends to offset the effects of dehydration. So, in reality, these beverages are not as dehydrating as you might think. Moving on to juices and milk. Like water, these drinks are largely made up of water, so they too contribute to your daily fluid intake. But remember, moderation is key. While these drinks can hydrate you, they also contain sugars and calories. So, it's best not to rely on them solely for hydration. And here's a fun fact. Even foods like fruits and vegetables have high water content and can contribute to your hydration. A juicy watermelon on a hot summer day doesn't just taste good, it also helps to quench your thirst. So the next time you find yourself reaching for a glass of water, remember that there are plenty of other beverages and foods that can contribute to keeping you hydrated. And if you're a coffee or tea lover, rejoice. Your morning ritual is doing more than just waking you up, it's also helping to keep you hydrated. So, it turns out your morning cup of coffee or tea does count towards your daily hydration. What a relief. Have you heard of the saying, too much of a good thing can be bad? Could this apply to water too? Now we all know that water is essential for life. Our bodies are, after all, made up of around 60% water. But have you ever wondered if it's possible to overdo it on the hydration front? Believe it or not, the answer is a resounding yes. Drinking excessive amounts of water in a short period of time can lead to a condition known as hyponatremia or water intoxication. This is not some fancy term for being drunk on water. It's a serious condition that can be life-threatening. It occurs when the balance of electrolytes in your body is disrupted by a rapid increase in water intake. This flood of water can cause cells to swell, potentially leading to severe health complications, including neurological problems and even heart failure. You might be wondering, how much water is too much? Well, it's not so much about the total amount you drink, but the rate at which you drink it. Your kidneys can eliminate about half a liter of water per hour. So if you're guzzling down liters at a time, you could be setting yourself up for trouble. Now don't let this scare you into not drinking water. Hyponatremia is rare and it's most commonly seen in endurance athletes who drink large amounts of water, neglecting their electrolyte intake. The key takeaway here is balance. Staying hydrated doesn't mean you need to constantly be sipping water. It's about maintaining a healthy balance of fluids and electrolytes in your body. So, what's the bottom line? While water is a vital part of our daily life, like everything else, it should be consumed in moderation. It's essential to listen to your body and drink when you're thirsty. And remember, if you're engaging in intense physical activity, make sure you're replenishing not just water but electrolytes as well. So while staying hydrated is crucial, remember, balance is key. Ever woken up from a night of celebration feeling like a dried-up sponge? Let's talk about alcohol and hydration. Ah yes, the notorious love-hate relationship we all share with alcohol. It's a delightful companion at parties, but the morning after? Not so much. The culprit behind those throbbing headaches and Sahara desert-like thirst? Dehydration. You see, alcohol is a diuretic. That's a fancy way of saying it makes you pee more. And with each trip to the loo, you're not just waving goodbye to the beer or cocktail you just consumed, you're also losing vital fluids and electrolytes. This rapid loss of fluids is what leaves you parched, head-pounding, and regretting that last round of tequila shots. But why does alcohol have this dehydrating effect? Well, it has to do with a hormone called vasopressin. Normally, this hormone helps your kidneys reabsorb water and send it back into the body. However, alcohol puts vasopressin on a temporary hiatus, leading your kidneys to send water straight to your bladder instead of reabsorbing it. And voila, you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of bathroom breaks. Now, we're not saying you should abstain from alcohol entirely. Instead, the trick is to balance your alcohol consumption with water intake. Here's a tip. For every alcoholic drink you have, follow it up with a glass of water. This way, you can replenish the fluids you're losing and possibly dodge that dreaded hangover. And remember, no amount of water can make you sober. So, drink responsibly and know your limits. So, next time you're out enjoying a drink or two, remember to balance it with some water to avoid that dreaded hangover. We've busted some major hydration myths today, haven't we? Let's take a moment to recap the key points we've covered. First off, we debunked the widely held belief of the 8x8 rule. You know, the one that insists on drinking 8 8-ounce glasses of water each day. While it's a good guideline, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Your hydration needs can vary based on numerous factors, including your physical activity levels, the climate, and your overall health. We also clarified what counts as a hydrating beverage. While water is undoubtedly the best choice, other beverages like tea and coffee can contribute to your daily fluid intake. Yes, even that morning cup of joe isn't as dehydrating as you might have thought. Next, we tackled the myth that you can drink too much water. While it's rare, it's indeed possible. It's called water intoxication, and it can occur when you drink so much water that your kidneys can't get rid of the excess. But remember, this is extremely unlikely to happen if you're drinking water based on your thirst and physical needs. Lastly, we discussed the impact of different drinks on hydration levels. While it's true that alcohol can lead to dehydration, beverages like tea and coffee, despite their caffeine content, can actually contribute to your hydration levels. So remember, staying properly hydrated is crucial for your health, but it's not as simple as sticking to a set number of glasses per day. It's about understanding your body's unique needs, the impact of different beverages, and striking a balance. Remember, when it comes to hydration, it's not just about the quantity, but also about balance. Now, what are some hydration tips or myths you've heard? Share them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more myth-busting videos.